People are very generous in giving to us. We find that everyone's different, and so everyone's going to resonate with something different.
Over the years, we've really enjoyed our relationship with the Baton Rouge Food Bank and Second Harvest. We've actually come up with some pretty clever ways to engage the community. We created a program at Raising Canes, which is basically a can drive. We call it Raising Cans with Raising Canes. You bring in a can and you get $1 off a combo during the time when we do it. I challenged Jack and Brandon over at Walk-Ons to a flag football game. The winner would support the loser in giving a $1,000 donation to the food bank, and you know what? We ended up losing that game, didn't we? Oh yeah, I was. Those guys are a little younger than me, and I wasn't moving quite as fast as I used to.
A few years on them.
I'd like to tell you that I'm the best fundraiser in the world, and that's not necessarily the case. It's more that we've got a fabulous mission and just a wonderful case statement. We're starting a new event this spring called the Rubber Duck Derby, which for $5 you can adopt a rubber duck, and your duck will be entered into this race, and the winning duck will then win a wonderful prize that we're still working on. We're not quite there yet. But we see that as a major event that will anchor the spring, as well as Harvest of Music, now getting ready for its third year, anchors the fall.
Harvest of Music is so fun. This will be our third year.
This year will be an 8-week concert series out at Lafayette Square in downtown New Orleans, and it's a great opportunity for people to come out and enjoy themselves while at the same time supporting the food bank. And for us, this is not only a fundraising event, but it's a big awareness boosting event. We have music, food, refreshments, of course, alcohol. It's a big revenue source for us down there. And the event's free.
We've got a Harvest at Home promotion coming up fairly shortly as well in the springtime, and that's one where people will be invited to buy baskets of movie type items, both healthy and traditional, butter and popcorn and things like that, and have a movie and stay at home rather than actually go out to an event and put a yard sign in their yard and say, we support Second Harvest and we're ending hunger here in Louisiana.
A real fun way to support the food banks, and that's the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, and also Second Harvest is the football, food, and family that we partner with Cox on. What a great way to raise awareness, right?
The idea behind Football, Food, and Families was a competition, not just on the gridiron, but also between the two schools that are competing that week on the Cox 4 game of the week. And the idea was to have them see who could collect the most food, compete for some prizes, and give back to the communities that they're such a big part of. Over the last 5 years on the Cox 4 game of the week, Football, Food, and Families has collected more than 100,000 pounds of food. And our slogan is kick hunger, a full barrel equals a full family. And our schools really embraced that throughout the last 5 years.
The food bank gets their food from many sources. One of the finest sources, I call it, is from its local people.
We go to a lot of the local grocery stores and pick up product that you and I wouldn't buy off the shelf because the can's dented or cereal box is crushed, but the product inside is still perfectly fine.
Most important are our local donors. For us, Walmart's, Winn-Dixie's, Rouse's, incredible supporters. We visit every Winn-Dixie in our service area. There are 42 of them, 3 times a week. Every Walmart, 2 times a week. There are many ways that the food bank is financially supported. A lot of it is by the 30,000 people that send us. It could be $10, it could be $50, it could be hundreds of dollars every single year, sometimes several times a year.
We would like to get a lot more state funding, a lot more federal funding, and if people got involved and talked to those people, their representatives, their legislators, congressmen, those sorts of things, it would certainly help us out.
The community can influence public policy. You can. If you rally on the Capitol steps in Baton Rouge and say this is an issue that's important to us, if the faith-based leaders get together and say this is something that's important to us, the legislators will listen and they will change their policies or modify their policies.